and I saw that like one of your very first months in a brand new market, you're able to do 6 deals, over $30,000 in revenue. Like, this is amazing stuff. Like, what do you attribute all of the success so quickly to?
I heard about wholesaling back when I was 19 years old. There was this guy, Daniel Wiafi, the house flipping ninja, and then him and his wife ended up having a show, I think on HGTV. I think it was called Five Digit Flip or something. But basically, they were flipping houses in Tulsa and they were wholesaling in Tulsa. And I heard about that way back then. I never really tried it. At the time, I think I made some bandit signs from like the 99-cent store. I got some poster board. I made some signs. I put up like 5, and that was it. That was like, and I wouldn't say I really followed it. I live in Vegas, so I kind of got into the Vegas work, waitressing, call centers, like whatever, and I ended up getting a good job as a waitress on the strip. And I was making money, and I always wanted to start another business. But for me, I was more so going towards like trying to sell eyelashes or start a cleaning company or doing something that I felt like was more like a girl business, you know? And it's funny, but I got laid off the waitressing job because of COVID. So they're like, hey guys, it was March 11th. They're like, don't come to work. This COVID thing is worse than we thought it was going to be. We don't know how long, but we're thinking a couple months. So the next day, we all got like instant emergency unemployment, and it was $300 a week. And I'm like, come on, I was making that in a day waitressing. So I'm like, okay, I can't survive on $300 a week. What am I going to do? And there was a guy that came and sat in my section at the restaurant months prior, and he left a note that said real estate problem solver. So when I went to his Instagram, I had started following him. I asked him like, how did you get started in flipping houses? And he said, it was crazy. He was like, I actually got mentored by the house flipping ninja years ago, and I started off wholesaling. And I'm like, what the heck? This is like weird. This is like, this must be like meant to be. I'm very like woo woo spiritual. So I'm like, all right, that's my sign from God. He was mentored by the same guy I was watching videos from years ago. And so from there, I asked him like, okay, what should I do? And he was like, go on YouTube, binge watch about wholesaling, get started there. I'm like, all right, bet. So I went on YouTube, TTP, Cody Sperber, all the people that are on YouTube, binge watched for like 3 days. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it from home. And I kept hearing everybody say, don't get into analysis paralysis, just take the first step. There was a lot of common things that all these gurus were saying. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get the list. I'm going to put it into a dialer. I'm going to follow the simple steps, get the list, put it into a dialer, start calling people. And I started calling people in Las Vegas because I live in Las Vegas. And 2 weeks, 8 hours a day, I'm talking about like, I'm sitting down. I'm not doing anything else but cold calling. It was horrible. I got cussed out. I got hung up on. Nobody wanted to sell. And um, it was really the $300 a week. I'll say that was a thing that put my back against the wall and made me feel like I have to do something right now. There's no way I'm going to get through this time period making $300 a week. And I saw somebody talking about virtual wholesaling. So I did the same thing. I picked a market in Ohio. I got the list and I started calling. And on the third day, I got a deal. So that gave me that. On the first day, people were talking to me. That was a big difference. People were even having that conversation with me. So on the third day, I got a deal. And that's what gave me confidence that this was going to work for me.
That's all for this episode of the Send More Offers Real Estate Show with Brandon Barnes. But we know you're craving more knowledge to get yourself ready for that next deal. To schedule a call with Brandon to learn more about how to do deals consistently without seller appointments in a repeatable way, be sure to visit us at sendmoreoffers.com. And be sure to tune in for the next episode of the Send More Offers Real Estate Show.